Have you ever had this quiet fear that one day the people you care about might forget you? Not out of hate, not out of anger, just slowly, naturally, like you were never really here. Maybe you worry that if you stopped showing up, no one would notice. If you stopped texting, the conversations would die. If you disappeared, life would just go on. It's a haunting fear, the fear of being forgotten. And almost everyone feels it, even if they never admit it. Today, we're diving into the psychology behind that fear, why it exists, where it comes from, and why it says more about your humanity than your worth. Number 1. The fear of being forgotten is rooted in biology. Thousands of years ago, being forgotten by your group wasn't just sad, it was deadly. If your tribe left you behind, you didn't survive. So your brain evolved a deep instinct: stay connected, stay remembered, stay relevant. This instinct still lives in you today, not because you're needy, but because your ancestors survived through belonging. Your fear of being forgotten is a survival alarm from an older version of humanity. Number 2, you fear being forgotten because you want your life to matter. Humans don't just exist. We want meaning. We want to leave a mark, make an impact, be remembered for something. We want to know our presence changed someone's life, even in a small way. Being forgotten feels like the ultimate erasure. Was I ever important? Did I ever matter? The fear isn't about memory, it's about significance. Number 3, you fear being forgotten because you've experienced emotional invisibility. Maybe you were the quiet kid. Maybe you grew up in a chaotic home. Maybe you were the peacekeeper, the responsible one, the one who never wanted to cause trouble. And people got used to you not needing anything. You blended in. You became self-sufficient. You weren't loud with your hurt. You weren't dramatic with your needs. But deep down, you still wanted to be seen. When your emotional needs went unnoticed, your brain learned, if I don't try hard, I disappear. That childhood invisibility becomes an adult fear, like, what if people never really see me at all? Number 4, you fear being forgotten because you attach your worth to others' memories. We subconsciously measure our value by who checks on us, who remembers our birthday, who texts first, who asks how we're doing, who notices our absence, who misses us. So when people forget small things, your brain jumps to big conclusions. They didn't think about me. I don't matter to them. I'm forgettable. But memory isn't a measure of love. It's a measure of cognitive load. Still, your emotional brain takes it personally. Number 5, you fear being forgotten because you haven't fully met yourself yet. This is the deepest truth. When you don't truly know or value yourself, you rely on others to validate your existence. You fear being forgotten externally because you feel forgotten internally. You don't feel seen by others because you haven't fully seen yourself. This isn't your fault. It's emotional conditioning. But the emptiness remains real. Number 6, you fear being forgotten because modern life amplified the fear. Social media shows who gets attention, who gets remembered, who goes viral, who gets celebrated, who gets likes, who gets validated. If everyone else seems visible, your invisibility feels louder. The modern world made us believe if people aren't thinking about you constantly, you don't matter. But that's not true. It's just noise. Number 7, you fear being forgotten because you love deeply. Think about it. You don't fear being forgotten by strangers. You fear being forgotten by people who mattered to you. That fear exists because you connected, because you cared, because someone left a mark on you. Your fear is not weakness. It's proof of your love. Number 8, you fear being forgotten because endings hurt more when they're silent. A relationship that explodes is painful, but a relationship that fades quietly is emotionally haunting. When someone slowly stops remembering you, there's no closure, no goodbye, no explanation. Your brain hates open loops, and being forgotten is the biggest open loop of all. Number 9, you fear being forgotten because you underestimate your impact. Here's something your brain rarely admits. You have touched people's lives in ways you'll never know. Someone remembers your kindness. Someone remembers your laugh. Someone remembers the comfort you gave. Someone remembers you showed up when it mattered. You don't see those moments, but others carry them quietly. You are not as forgettable as you fear. Number 10, the fear of being forgotten disappears when you begin remembering yourself. When you give yourself attention, validation, love, presence, importance, identity, meaning, you don't depend on others to define you. You don't fear being forgotten when you know you are unforgettable to yourself. That is where real emotional security begins. The truth is simple and beautiful. You fear being forgotten because you want to be seen. You want to be valued. You want to be remembered. You want to matter. And you do. The people who are meant to remember you will never truly forget you. And the ones who forget, they weren't meant to carry your story. Your existence has already left footprints in more hearts than you realize. You're not invisible. You're not forgettable. You're human, and humans are wired to want to matter.